All right, back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today comes from the Thin Man Brewery, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And this is their Glowworm. So this is a Gose that is brewed with blackberries and guava, comes in at 4.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This can is just over 1 month old. So yeah, another fruited sour from Thin Man. If you look behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans, you will see Minky Boodle. And that is a sour raspberry ale that they produce, basically rotating offering. And that's pretty damn tasty. And when I saw this one, I was like, I love blackberries. I love guava. I like Goses. Let's give it a go. Although there is a discrepancy in the ingredients used. The can on here says blackberry and guava. On Untappd, though, it says boysenberry and guava. So I don't know if the initial batches had boysenberry. I think boysenberry is like I want to say it's like a hybrid berry. I think it's raspberry, blackberry, loganberry, and something else. I can't remember the other one. But yeah, this one has blackberries and guava. So I love blackberries. I like guava quite a bit. So we'll see how this one is. Pretty big, full, pretty filled can here to the brim almost. Jesus. But not gonna complain about extra beer because you just don't. Although I do a lot. Huh? That has a beautiful, yeah, it's like a magenta color. This looks similar to the Minky Boodle, although not as vibrant. Has about a finger and a half of this light pink head. I don't know how it's gonna come off on camera, but yeah, man, that looks exact. If someone tells me here's a Fruited Gose, has blackberries and guava in it, yeah, I'd expect it to look like this. Looks like they're using a lot of fruit. So let's get a nose. Oh man, definitely Gose. Big salinity. There's like a minerality on the nose that is unmistakable for actual Gose. Past that though, definitely getting like seedy blackberries. That guava's producing like this acidic nose that I feel like on the palate it's definitely gonna be an acidic beer. Maybe not overly tart or super sour or anything, but definitely acidic. There's a nice like jamminess, like a blackberry jamminess to this one. Yeah, not much more. A slight like wheat component, like it smells, it has that big salinity, but it definitely smells like it's a Berliner Weiss of some sort, but definitely a Gose with the sea salt in here. Yeah, it just smells super refreshing. It's early, as of this review, I'm gonna date the review and I don't care, but it's early March, still like 30 degrees outside and snow on the ground, but for some reason it's singing to me. Seems pretty refreshing, so let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, I mean, ooh, it's actually a bit more tart than I anticipated. Right up front, the first thing you notice is that it's definitely a Gose. Has a salinity. Maybe not as big as the nose was indicating, but definitely getting the salty minerality, salt component to it. As it passes through the palate, those blackberries pop up, slight jamminess, pretty decent tartness to it. And that finishes with this acidic, almost guava-like character. Relatively dry. Yeah, it's like semi-dry to full-on dryness. And yeah, it doesn't finish overly sweet or anything. It definitely has a nice tartness. Super refreshing. Body on this one is straight up like light to higher side of light body at 4.4%. You kind of expect that. It's supposed to be a crusher. It's going to be super thin. You can't have this beer be super viscous. It wouldn't make sense. Mouthfeel is super spritzy, effervescent, lots of carbonation on the palate. That's what you expect from this style. That weedy component kind of carries over a little bit. Almost slight like biscuity malt component as well. Yeah, the best thing I can say about this is it's super easy to going. It's like a super crushable, perfect warm weather beer. It's weird. I've been reviewing a lot of like Fruited Goses and beers that I would think would be perfect for the spring and summer. Yet here we are. It's the end of winter, but like so many of them are reviewed in January and February. It's like, this is great. I like this beer, but I want it like May, starting in like May to probably September. So hopefully they keep this as a rotating offering because I think I'd want to drink this 2 or 3 months from now and I would love everything about it. Right now, I really do enjoy it. It's super refreshing, but I think, when I review beers, and I've said this before in reviews, the way you think about a beer, it's all about the atmosphere, where you're at. If you're sharing, beers with friends and having a great time, your rating or what you think about a beer might be influenced. In this situation, I would say that I'm giving this a fair shake and I'm giving it a fair review and whatnot, but I feel like this would impress me more if it was like 85 degrees outside and super humid. I think I would just be crushing it. Just be like, oh, this is great. As is, it's a really tasty Fruited Gose. If you see this on the shelves in the Western New York area when this review comes out, grab it. Maybe in anticipation for warmer weather. But as far as rating goes for the Glowworm from Thin Man, I'm going to give it a straight 4 out of 5. That's what I think it deserves. I don't like it as much as Minky Boodle. I think Minky Boodle's better, but I still think this is a well-made and well-executed Fruited Gose. I really like the jammy blackberry notes and the acidic guava character. Like I said, the only thing missing is warmer weather. We'll get there one day, I think. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by for another review, and I appreciate you stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday. Be on the lookout next Wednesday for another Western New York beer that I'll be reviewing, and until then, cheers.